Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're taking a look at one of the most racist movies that ever came out of Hollywood. Uh, but it's been so long, and I kind of enjoyed the movie here and there. Although some of the stuff that they do show in the movie is an utter pile of garbage, right? Utter bullshit. Um, but like I said, it's been a long time. I do enjoy it a little bit. I am talking about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. This is the 1984 sequel to Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Came out in 1984. It is the second in the Indiana Jones film series. It's directed by Steven Spielberg. What the hell were you thinking? And based on a story by George Lucas. What were you thinking? So like I said, it's the second in the Indiana Jones film series. But I don't know why they could not bring Karen Black back in black. Um, I would have preferred to see her in it instead of the actress that we actually got. Or rather, I should say the character that we actually got. Because I actually think Karen Black is amazing. So like I said, it's the second movie. So Harrison Ford returns 2 years later from the 1982 movie as Indiana Jones. He is joined by Kate Capshaw, who, if I'm not mistaken, later on went to get married to Steven Spielberg. I'm not sure if they're actually married still, sorry. You also have Amrish Puri, Indian actor, villain. Roshan Seth, no relation, no, of course not. But yeah, also plays another villain. Philip Stone and Ki Huy Kwan, I do not know if that's how you pronounce it, but he plays, he was very young at that time, this is his movie debut. He plays Short Round, and of course, if you've been watching the Oscars this year, he won the award for the best supporting actor male. So yeah, this was his film debut, and he was funny in this movie. So this is set in British India, so it's 1935, and you get to see a cult, you get to see child slavery, you get to see black magic, you get to see ritual human sacrifice, all in the name of power and in honor of the goddess Kali. Weird. They could have gone with Nazis this movie as well, but they didn't. Instead, they went with this crap. So, yeah, in fact, they had a couple of plots that they were actually looking at. They finally decided on this. All right. So, well, like I said, Steven Spielberg has made a lot of great movies. So has George Lucas. Can't forgive him for this nonsense. But yeah, it's set in 1935. Indiana Jones is in Shanghai, China, negotiating with the crime boss Lao She. He's giving him some remains of some stuff, some jewelry, some diamond or something like that. And unfortunately, he's trying to shortchange him. They have a tussle, and then he gets poisoned. He managed to escape after he gets the antidote with the help of the young orphan Short Round, who was trying to pickpocket him earlier, but now he's working with Indiana Jones and the nightclub singer Willie Scott, played by Kate Capshaw. She just screams throughout the movie, to be honest. So she was actually a singer in the nightclub. They escape. They get on a plane and leave. Unfortunately, the plane belongs to Lao She. His men dump the fuel while in the air, and they go out on parachutes, leaving the three of them to die. But of course, they manage to crash land, and they end up on a raft, on a raft boat, sailing across the rivers in India. So they meet these people. Terrible depiction of poverty, but of course there are places like that in India. It's near the Himalayas. It's the Indian village of Mayapur. I don't know. Anyway, so they actually talk to him, and the funniest part is some of the kids in the movie who are in this village have got really good English, including the guy who's the religious leader. That guy can speak English, although with an Indian accent, but yeah, he can speak. That's odd. And he's excuse me, he's also creepy, by the way. So they ask him, they they say that Shiva brought him to them. Sorry, to retrieve a sacred Shivalingam stone, which has some magical powers when they are added together with all the other five Shankara stones given by the Hindu gods to help humanity fight evil. So Spielberg and the other two, they travel to the palace. Of course, it's a very lush place, and they have wonderful reception over there. There's a banquet, and this is the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life, where they're eating snakes, some kind of insects. They don't eat that in India. I'm from India. Um, they cut open the snake, huge snake, and out comes a lot of baby snakes. They're eating all this stuff, and for dessert, also there's a eyeball soup as well. And for dessert, it's chilled. How do they chill it in the first place? Chilled monkey's brains. Yes, I had chilled monkey's brains this afternoon for dessert. After I had a bowl of fuck you. Anyway, so at night they figure out, after there's an attempt on Jones's life, they figure out that through the desert hidden paths, there's this hidden Thuggy cult. Basically, they're conducting human sacrifices. The high priest of the Thuggy cult is Mola Ram, who's played by Amrish Puri, having the time of his life because he plays villains. He used to play villains quite a lot. I think he has passed away, but if I'm not mistaken. But he played villains he was the ultimate mustache twirling comic book villain, to be honest. But he did it amazingly well. They've got all these young kids from the village who they are making them, they've imprisoned them. They're using them for labor, basically, to try and find the rest of the stones. So Indiana Jones is captured after he tries to save some of them, but Mola Ram makes him drink a potion that makes him susceptible to command, and he becomes in a trance-like stage, and he starts working for them. It takes Willie and Short Round, who are also captured, to rescue, get Jones out of it, and he manages to beat up all the thuggies. The kids are freed. Bolram is killed after a long chase and all that stuff. Yeah, all's well that ends well. The kids are reunited with their family back in the village. All the kids, and like I said, some of the kids have got really good British or American accent, British accents, I guess, mostly, which is weird as heck. Of course, there's a little bit of comedy, mostly at the all aimed at Willie. She just screams like crazy, absolutely annoying like hell. I would have preferred Karen Black at any time. But that's what she was told to do in the movie, so that's basically it. So they finally all go on. Indiana Jones and Willie have a kiss towards the end. There's of course that sexual tension between the two of them throughout the movie. Like I mentioned, Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, pretty good. Kate Capshaw as Wilhelmina Willie Scott. Apparently, Sharon Stone also auditioned for this role. Imagine if it would have been her. And it's complete contrast to Marion Ravenwood. Okay, so I'm going to check and see, did she marry, she's a retired American actress and painter. Her eventual husband, Steven Spielberg. So she was initially married to some guy called Robert Capshaw, divorced in 1980, and married Steven Spielberg in 1991, a few years after the Temple of Doom. Ke Huy Quan as Short Round. Amrish Puri is Mola Ram. Roshan Seth plays Chaturlal, who is the Prime Minister of the young. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The Maharaja of Pankot is also under the influence of Bolaram, and he is a young kid. So Roshan Singh plays his Prime Minister. All right, and Philip Stone plays Captain Philip Blumbert, who is a British Indian Army officer. I have no clue who were the Indians who played the rest of them, but yeah. All right, pile of garbage. Yeah, it is very racist, to be honest. I heard a rumor, and I do not know if this is true, that Steven Spielberg wanted to make this movie. He says, although he wasn't happy with Temple of Doom, it was too dark, too subterranean, and much too horrific. He doesn't say anything about the nonsense that was in the movie. But apparently, I heard this rumor a long while back that he was up for the Oscars for Best Movie because of the movie The Color Purple, and it lost out to Gandhi, which is an amazing film that came out. I don't think it's actually true. No, it's not true. It came out a year later after this movie. I don't know. Anyway, so I guess the rumor is false. I haven't actually watched The Color Purple. So, what do I think of Temple of Doom? Like I said, it is a racist pile of garbage. It's got its moments. I will give this movie a 7 out of 10, and I'm being very generous. But like I said, there are some fun moments in this movie. And I don't mind it so much now than I was when I first watched the movie. I was like, what the bloody hell is this? I haven't eaten any of these things for dinner. So, yep. Anyway, of course, I like the rest of the movies. This is the worst movie in the franchise. As of yet, I haven't watched the new movie. What is it called, by the way? What is the name? Oh, The Dial of Destiny. Sorry, I haven't seen that yet. I'm waiting for it to come out in streaming service. I don't know when it's going to come out, but let's have a quick check. It is coming out. Release. Not yet. Anyway, so whenever it does come out, I'll definitely go and I'll want to watch it, and I want to get my hands on this. I have the rest of the movies in my collection, so I really do want the new movie as well. But this one is my least favorite. I still give it a 7 out of 10. Thank you. Good night.